I request Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu to come forward, please, to offer his offering. And after that, I request Anupam Gopika Mataji and Shyama Mai Mataji to be ready. And please try to stick to 3 minutes so that we can cover as many speakers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's really very... Hare Krishna. When I got to know the news of departure of Mataji, it was a really shocking news for me. Because last time we discussed, she had told that she will soon be joining us in our service. So my association with her was related to specifically children training programs, which she was major support for. So it was in 2014 that I first got to know her, meet her in services. That time she was assisting His Grace Balgovind Prabhu in teacher training forums and all. There was one program which we were doing wherein we were going to meet several school and college professors, and we were training them for art of teaching, and through that we were trying to make them devotees. And she was one of the coordinator, and I was supporting her from the temple side. So often she would bring devotees from, the teachers from different colleges. She would know them very, very personally, and she would ask me, Prabhuji, can you give this specific prasad for them? She likes that, that professor likes this, like that. So I would try myself best, whatever I can, to help her out. And that was the beginning of my association with her in service. And slowly she, that was the time of 2015, March or April, when we were starting this forum called Bhakti Vedanta Vidyashram. It was in the Govind Kunj flats. She had got 3 flats, which she very generously gave all the 3 flats for the usage. And in fact, there are so much of things around those flats. For the next 4 years, I was constantly interacting with her on those flats. So when we started the program, it was just a small 1 BHK flat, but we needed a bigger space. So she told, yes, now let's break the wall. And when we were breaking the wall, it was we, 2-3 more brahmacharis and some workers we had got. And we, in our own enthusiasm, we did so many mistakes for which she was targeted by the society. So this is one thing we really hold her very sacred in the hearts, especially in Vidyashrama Forum, because she supported us so much. We threw the big stones, boulders from the top from the 4th floor down, for which we were severely chastised by the society. And often in the society meetings, she was targeted to evict us out, because there were so many noises which were happening in the society because of children. At one point, there were 30 children who were coming every morning and having programs at different apartments, different groups. And she was so happy. In fact, she was telling, this is the best use I am able to give for my apartments for. And she, all those years, she did not take anything from, for the services. And she told, we were maintaining those flats by paying a little meager amount, but she told, that also I will manage, Prabhuji. No, we want to take that responsibility. So we were doing that, and at one side, we had very strange needs of our services. We wanted to use the terrace for something. We wanted to have some younger children, and there were so many, complaints about the type of usage we were doing. And she was absorbing that shock from the society, and from other side, she was also hearing what we wanted to do for the children. So she was like a kind of shock absorber. She even went on to do some program for the society, wherein she went door to door, even to the people who were complaining, telling what is the program, and called for a program in the society in our flats there, and arranged a program about Krishna Conscious education, Gurukula, all that. So there is so much support she gave. In fact, she also was actively involved in teaching. I remember we wanted a need about some crafts teaching. She was good at, I think she had done some professional origami trainings, so she knew how to do it, and she gave a lot of books about it to me. And Prabhuji, you can do like this. So I was not interested to learn them. I told, you only come and teach, Mataji. No, Prabhuji, you teach. What you need, I will provide you. And then seeing that she was not willing to come in the boys' forum, so we arranged it in the girls' forum, and she was continuing to teach there. And nonetheless, it has been a great support. At times there were, as the years were growing, there were so many dynamics happening to that service. At one point we were using it in the night time, early mornings we were getting up and going. At one point the utility was so less, but nonetheless she did not ask, are you really wanting to do? No, I myself at one point wanted to desist from service because of so many other things. But she told, no, this is a service which is so pleasing to Prabhupada, you should continue it. That was one, there was a brief conversation she had told me that how you should continue, what you should do for the children, like that I hold still very much memorable in my heart. And as the years were growing, at one point we saw the utility of the flat was so less, we wanted to give it back. That was the 4th year. And we wanted to do renovation and give it the whole thing back. But she was so sad that we are giving her the flat back. Because she thought, she did not had any plans for those flats. She thought, I don't want to maintain these flats. I'll sell them and donate the money to the temple. It was such a dedication of hers. And we were thinking, no, please keep it with you. Do not, we want to write the name onto the temple and give it back. No, please keep it with you. We were telling like that. And then in 2019 beginning, that's before the pandemic started, we gave back the flats. That was with respect to the Vidyashrama service. She also has been very instrumental in keeping the desire to train the children in the community. That has been her main focus. She also was one of the core teams members of Balotsav. I remember meeting her and wherein she was telling me what all you should do for children. How you should do monthly programs, monthly festivals, how they can be engaged in the temple like that. And I have heard from the girls' team also that she was actively engaging very little young children in making the jewelry and many things like that, and also training the growing girls. In fact, personally to say, my sister also has been a beneficiary of those services. My sister stayed in her house, which she opened for more than a year or so, and wherein she taught her the basic Krishna consciousness, many things. So she sees her like a mother, as she is for me. And the last time she interacted with me, she told me to tell this in this assembly. She wanted to teach my mother something about jewelry design. So my mother could never come to yatras for Pune, but she wanted to teach. So her desire was so that she got all the equipments to the yatra. As I understand, she always would travel with them to make the jewelry and offer to the deities wherever. She taught it to my sister, who taught it in turn to my mother. And my mother, when she got to know this news, she was so shocked. She was telling, go and immediately you go and put your head at her feet. She's like a mother to you. She has taken care of you, your sister, so much like that. So I owe a lot for her in this regard. And there were times when she was very disappointed at certain events in the community, and there was long conversations about it. And she was so disappointed, but I could sense one thing, that she was never talking negatively about anyone. She was disappointed about how she will not be able to render service continuing in specific forms. But she was not critical about anyone's character or something like that. So this I have seen in her very much, at least even in those testing times. So I really admire that quality, I appreciate that quality. And taking this, her desire to train the children in the community as best as we can in Krishna consciousness, I would like to end my offering here. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for this opportunity. And thank you very much to all devotees. Hare Krishna.